Hey, how's it going, Game Nation? I'm #1 Gamer. Today I'm gonna welcome you to Madden NFL 20. I just saw that. And I just decided to go with one. I did turn the music off so I wouldn't get copyrighted, because if I play music, YouTube's gonna come after me and go, you're playing other people's music. That's like, I'm gonna have to kick you off of YouTube. So that's why I'm not. Oh, there's music playing right now. Oh. Yeah, YouTube's changing a lot of their policies. So you can't talk bad about anybody anymore. So YouTube New York Giants, I don't like them. I don't like New York Giants. Then YouTube's gonna come after me saying, oh, you're talking bad. You don't have the right to say that. It's not your opinion doesn't matter. It's YouTube's opinion.
Hello,
it's
everyone.
YouTube's
It's the
right.
coach. Welcome.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game.
Pro Bowl.
This one fielded at the 5.
Flag.
The penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
This is my first time playing.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Okay, maybe next time I will accept
big mistake,
it.
especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, here's Breeze.
I want to throw.
Will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, I understand
a pass
throw.
that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on
This
third
thing
down.
won't throw.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Pretty good running there. 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return is Cohen. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their...
Well, why wouldn't it throw the ball?
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long, but they've been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call. You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense?
And how about this, a fake?
Oh,
but he will
my
not
God, I'm
make
blind.
the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. A 2nd-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Rams, there on the stop. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Gordon.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks. Just like a
Ooh, good tackle by me.
He goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he connects with Ertz. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC, and even 50 yards. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
It's 0-0.
This will be their first trip to the
I'm gonna call timeout. Can I call timeout?
red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
95-56.
Now Breeze again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He completes it to Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Rosa's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense for the AFC
sorry,
set to
I
go
haven't been
now.
talking.
It was still more
I
than a minute to
apologize
go
for
in the
that.
half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
Let's
This
go.
is today's
I
NFL.
tripped and fell
You
again.
got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses
That
that you
field
face.
goal was
And
nice.
analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
My team's winning 3-0. I'm not proud of it though.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes.
No, out of bounds.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Breeze now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports
Let's see how
halftime report.
halftime is.
The NFC looking to rewrite a little history as they lead this 2019 Pro Bowl at the break. Now remember, they've lost both of the previous Pro Bowls played here in Orlando. But maybe, just maybe, this is the one to break the streak. A lot still to play for in the second half as we go back to Camping World Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
It's okay, DeMarcus.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference.
That was a good tackle by me.
The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Here comes Cohen. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Breeze to the goal.
Oh, come on, catch the freaking ball.
Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense, blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
I'm going to mess this field goal up.
That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest four. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs on making the playoffs. The #3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the #4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this instance.
It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter #4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh my God.
This is caught inside the 15. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 15-yard line. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
They'll run here with counter. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And for the 3rd straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is incomplete. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Breeze is looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ertz has it left side. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes That's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's third down, he finds a way to convert.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Looking downfield for Joe. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Almost.
The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet
good
paper.
tackle.
He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Okay.
Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Here's Mahomes.
Don't make this one tackle.
Finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win.
There on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
First quarter 0-0. Oh, I missed that. And here are some highlights.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Okay, Game Nation. Overall, I like the game. I think it could be like the throwing of it I'm still learning how to throw. But that's my partner Alien. But throwing, I need a better job in throwing, but otherwise I love Madden 20. I recommend you buy it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, subscribe to my new YouTube channel if you're new. Yeah, thank you, Game Nation. #1 Gamer out.